Why Alpha now?
Why Alpha?
Why Alpha?
Why Alpha?
Why Alpha?
Why Alpha?
Why Alpha now?
I think it's very important for us as Alpha members to continue to support our community, especially as we look in the past and we had a lot of members who basically sacrificed to make things easier for us. As we have more membership, I guess, as we ascend the ranks at our companies and we're able to do more, we have more, it's important for us to support the communities that we came from and continue that trend to help build our communities.
I want to get with like-minded brothers with similar goals who worry more than just about themselves, about their communities, our race, the future of our planet.
They help me move onward and upward towards me being successful as a teacher currently right now.
Be with a bunch of brothers who are like-minded as well as myself. That's why I want to join this beloved fraternity.
Well, as you can see, Alpha has been around for well over 100 years, still making an impact on our communities, for our students, for our Greeks on campus.
Many of the pioneers of this great fraternity have helped the community in tremendous ways, and we have many leaders in this fraternity. They're basically helping people achieve their dreams, helping kids, helping youngsters, especially when it comes to getting to college, just do great things and achieve their dreams. So we're just trying to continue to improve the community.
I saw the definition of brotherhood embodied through the men on campus, and I wanted to experience that on a larger scale and throughout my lifetime. So
I feel like Alpha is a great opportunity it's a great organization to give back to your community. A bunch of like-minded brothers that's giving back. Also, it's a need for those organizations. I mean, you've had NAACP as well as other organizations that help advocate for our brothers, our men, our children, and Alpha is filling in that void right now for that.
Alpha has been around for many years and making changes, and as time changed, Alpha has changed, and we're still making an impact on college campuses and in the community, and also in politics and everywhere else. So we're still relevant.
When I think about Alpha Phi Alpha, the first thing that comes to mind is the political climate, the social climate that we're in right now. This is the perfect time for Alpha Phi Alpha to step up. With the voteless people is a hopeless people. I want to be a part of giving a voice to the voiceless through that particular program where we can educate folks on how their voices do matter, how their votes do matter, and how they can continue to have a voice in the political process in this country. But I also think about go to high school, go to college. A program that not just talks about getting our young men and our young women into college, but also it teaches them why education is important. And we can talk about anything from there. We can talk about wealth creation, we can talk about knowledge creation, stuff beyond just getting a degree and getting a job.
Why Rho Nu Lambda?
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 And why Rho Nu Lambda?
Rho Nu Lambda is doing exactly what Alpha Phi Alpha stands for. First of all, service of all shall transcend all. That speaks in volume of what Rho Nu Lambda is all about.
This chapter reminds me so much of my home chapter. I came here, they welcomed me with open arms, and I felt that this is the place where I could do the most good for the work of Alpha.
Rho Nu Lambda is a very progressive chapter. I know there have been times where I felt like we were doing too much. I know I already have a demanding schedule with my career, my family, and then everything that Rho Nu Lambda does, it definitely just adds on to it. But the more I thought about it, if it was easy, then we're probably not doing enough.
It's local. That's the first place we should do work. Our local communities, the place that we see people every day, that should be the first place we make an impact.
Rho Nu Lambda is a great progressive chapter. When I was coming out of college, I was looking for a good chapter to continue to be involved with. It's a great mixture of young brothers versus older brothers, middle-aged brothers. So you can kind of find your fit in this chapter. They're steady moving, steady progressing, steady building, and it's just a pioneer in the Alpha community right now.
I didn't go anywhere else. I heard about Rho Nu Lambda, came to the interest meeting, and I heard great things about the chapter. They were very involved in the community, and just doing great things.
While Rho Nu Lambda, because of the work that they're doing in the community, I think that it definitely fits best with what I'm trying to do in my life personally.
The chapter is forward-thinking, diverse, and it's something that you always be able to find your niche in. So many facets and involvement in the community, so that you can gear your interests and your skills towards to have an impact.
A couple of the brothers presented themselves to me as great individuals, and I thought that it would be a good opportunity for me to get involved with some people that I felt connected with. I saw them a lot in doing different things in the community services, events, and I really felt like this would be a good fit for me.
The thing that I've learned to appreciate about this chapter, Rho Nu Lambda chapter, is when I first got to the state of Texas and got to the Dallas area, I did look at the other chapters and consider all of the different chapters in the area, all of which have a lot to offer. But at the time, I saw a chapter in Rho Nu Lambda that had room to grow. But more than anything, I saw a passion amongst those few brothers at that time. There were only a few of us in the room, and there was a passion there that I could relate to, because I saw brothers who wanted to make a difference, and more importantly, I saw brothers who wanted to make a difference not for personal gain. I saw brothers who had a genuine passion for the service that we render to the people in the communities that we've been able to help.
I met some of those same brothers that I could fellowship with, do work with, and they're just such great individuals that I love being around.
Rho Nu Lambda, and I can say this as a former alumni chapter president, Rho Nu Lambda is a chapter that has a great personality. Brothers who really want to do the right thing. They greet you warmly. They don't necessarily challenge you to get involved. They encourage you to get involved in doing something to not only represent Rho Nu Lambda, but to represent Alpha. But the biggest thing about Rho Nu Lambda that made me realize this is a chapter that I want to be with. This is a chapter where I want to work, where I want to bring out the best in Alpha, was the chapter cry, or the chapter call for one Alpha.
When I wasn't in the fold of Alpha, they came and they reached out to me, brought me back in, showed me love, and that's the perfect chapter for any brother who wants to come back to the fold.